we get into business together, okay, and it's now a family business, which family businesses are very tough when you work with family.
Not easy.
Why is that?
Well, it's not. It depends. I think it's not hard when you have a certain relationship with a brother or a sister or something. You got to be very cautious because family is family. At home, you act a certain way, but when you're in work, now you're telling the same person that you're being lax and everything, and you're holding them accountable. All of a sudden, that family member is going to be, excuse me. What do you?
I mean, you're holding them accountable at home too, but it's different
hard
accountability.
to be their boss.
Yeah, it's a different accountability when you're at work.
Yeah, it is, and it's very tough. And I'm going to say, and I'm going to be honest, only a few families can do that. Not every family can do that.
I remember when we got in together, we had a lot of arguments, but they were agreeable to disagree. And I remember when we opened our second location, we were at a Airbnb that we rented while we were building, and we had our director who was in training at the house. Remember, David was at the house, and you and I were just like, because when it's
bang,
family,
bang, bang.
Even at work you're going to disagree, but as family you're going to get louder. Especially being Italian, we're really loud, right? And you and me were just going back at it because I'm the guy that's like the idealist. I was in your face going, but we got to do this and it's got to be big. And you're the factual guy because of the medical part behind you. You're a high C in the disc, and I'm a D. So I'm more like the visionary. You're more of, hey, let's get the facts. Let's get let me investigate it. And you and I were battling, and I thought you could see him turning white. David was turning white, like he thought we were going to beat each other up.
Yeah.
And then you were making coffee, and you nicely turned around and you said, how many sugars do you want? I said 2. And then we started talking comedy like nothing. And he stopped dead in his tracks.
He's like, okay, I'm confused.
Yeah, he's like, I was going to run out of here. I thought you guys were going to start fighting.
Well, there's different Italians. We're Neapolitans. We can go at it like there's no tomorrow, and 2 seconds later, we're having a cup of coffee. So you never so remember the story, don't get involved with family members. Hey, I tell you a little story. Can I tell you a little story once? Some guy told me. I was at college at Cobleskill, and he says, Dr. G, back then hey, Joe, because I've learned the greatest lesson of my life. I walked by an alleyway. He had the Vault, the pizzeria place.
Yeah.
He goes, and I see this girl getting beat on, and she's screaming for help. So I went in and separated and helped them. So, and the guy came back, so I took him, pushed him against the wall, and he kind of fell. Next thing I know, they're both beating on me. Yeah. They beat me up, both of them.
Well,
he said, so I've learned the greatest lesson. Don't get between family. So that was the lesson.
But it was funny because David turned around and said, how do you guys do that? How do you, you guys look like you were going to kill each other, and then you're like nice as pie to each other because we're family. We're agreed to disagree. But